YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for a little late night recording last Cloudia video. And want to get to it, I was asked the question, Buddha, I'm new to the game. When I ask how to get more souls for my DB Ray, do I need the gacha again just to get the souls? Thank you very much, Noob, for your comment. How funny of a name that is. So I wanted to get this video out there for any new people. We got a bunch of new players coming into the game because of this DMC collab. I love it. I'm so excited for more people to experience this game, and it is in depth. It's complicated, so I know I've gotten so much and continue to get so much help from the veterans. I want to make sure that new players have a reference, have a guide that I can relay from some of those experts. Y'all know them. Have said them in previous videos. Rhithik, aka the Forest, beat me to the punchline because I thought there were only 3 ways that you could get souls, and I totally forgot. He pointed out there are 5. So I'm going to go over Rhithik's 5 methods of getting soul shards for your characters that you pull. Alright, the first is obviously pulling duplicates. That's not the tab I want to go to. Right here, any of these banners that you summon on, let's say you pull a Blaze Blade Shin right there, one time you get him new, the next summon you get another one of him, you're going to obtain 30 of the soul shards. Sometimes if the banner has, or if the unit has just been released, or there's some kind of event going on like the DMC collab right now, they offer a 90 soul duplicate amount whenever you pull a second copy. So obviously that is a great way to get souls for the unit, but with these other ways, I personally would not recommend it, depending on if you're, unless you're a whale and you're willing to just spend the money to get your character maxed out. You want to save those crystals for new characters, since there are many other ways to obtain souls for those characters. The second method, Rhithik, aka the Forest, points out, is running hard and god level difficulty stages. There is a 5% chance for hard levels and 7% chance for god levels respectively. If we go to the world map, you can see that there are 2 extra difficulty modes for the main story quest. You can see exactly how far I am in the story right there. I'm trying, I'm grinding, I'm getting there. But if I go back here, let's say the Aruba coastline is what I have up to god at the moment. You have your normal difficulty mode. Your hard mode, like I said, gives you that 5% chance to drop a random soul, a random unit soul from the 3 members in your team unit, in your team. And then the god version, the god difficulty, is a 7% chance. This is really useful whenever you're auto farming. I get a lot of souls when I farm the typical stage Imperial Guard Commander 3. Whenever I'm ether grinding, I notice that if I successfully do a 7 to 8 hour grind when I'm sleeping, I wake up and any of those 3 units that I'm running at the time basically have an extra 10 souls added on to the amount of souls I have for them. So it is a very nice passive way to obtain souls for the characters. Alright, the third Rhithik listed is conquering. Okay, this is one of the most important aspects of the game because it's basically giving you a time-locked way to pull duplicates of whatever characters you specify. Now, you can see I have all of these different sections unlocked in my conquering list. Also, you'll unlock the Blaze Garden area right here once you progress further in the story, and then you have to use crystals to unlock all of these areas. They are going to be locked by a crystal amount. It is completely worth it because you got to think about it. You get 4 unit souls from one of these sections every 20 hours, right? I've got 16 hours left. And if you're noticing, I have duplicates. So I have DB Ray on this first section, I have him on the second section, and they do stack. So every 20 hours, I'm getting 8 souls for DB Ray, and basically everyone on here, because I have them both listed twice. Or you could split it up and get 4 souls every 20 hours for certain units if you wanted to tackle a large amount and grind a slower amount of souls for each of those characters. Basically, you're spending crystals to unlock these, but then you're gaining the potential to over time max out these characters. Yes, it's not feasible to say you can get this done in a short amount of time, but it's going to be a never-ending resource for you to acquire unit souls, which basically over time is equivalent to pulling the duplicates on the banner. And it's guaranteed. Keep that in mind. All right, the fourth method I'm looking at right here. This is all pinned in the Buddha Gang Discord. Like I've shouted it out before, we got great people over there. Check out the link below. He says the soul accumulation dungeon in the event tab, I believe it is up right now since it is the end of Saturday for me. Tomorrow it won't be available. I believe this right here, I'm tapping it, soul accumulation only unlocks for players on Fridays and Saturdays. So it is a time-gated event, but when it is active, you definitely want to take advantage of it, because if you run it with a team of 3, it's going to give you 10 souls for one of the random 3 units that's in the party, and you can also cheese this like I always do and only bring 1 of those units in your party, leave the other 2 spaces blank, and it's going to automatically give you souls, 10 souls each run. You can do it 3 times a day for whatever unit you're bringing. So very, very useful whenever you're trying to awaken characters, or if you need some souls to upgrade their SC cost. Rhithik also points out, and I should mention, that we have seen a very special version of the soul accumulation stage release. I believe it was sometime this past December. It was a special stage that gave you 50 of the unit souls. You can only play it once a day, and I believe they did it for a week, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the first time, at least from what I've read, that they've ever done that. They have said, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the Q&As, that will come back at some point, whether they bring it back every year. Hopefully they bring it back more often. We don't know yet, but it is also something to note that there is this stage that they've put out, potentially giving you 50 souls for a unit per run, which is just insane and excellent. Thank you, Adis. Please bring that back again. Every event, bring that back. And lastly, this is definitely a very limited and exclusive way to get souls for characters, but Rhithik says, as a part of some events, there will be a stage that will drop unit souls for the relevant units. For example, we can see in the DMC extra challenge stage right here. If you've been playing, you should know that whenever you clear these individual stages, you are getting the matching hero souls upon clearance. Right now we have the hard stages, which give us 3 souls per run if you do the 5 ticket stage, and 30 souls if you do the 90 ticket stage right here, which is I and many others do not recommend. This is mainly going to be for your whales that are just lazy. They don't want to run the 5 ticket stage a ridiculous amount of times, and they just want to spend and get 30 souls at a time to speed up the process. But just know, for a new player, generally you want to do whatever option is going to give you the best return, and that is definitely the 5 ticket stages. I've said it in a previous video. I'll throw that up top as well. We break down the math in that video, but it is super important to take advantage of this grind when it's available, because once these events are gone, you'll have to rely on the extremely slow ways to grind souls that I mentioned before. So this provides a very streamlined, quick way to get your units boosted up quickly. So Noob, I hope Rhithik and I answered your questions. Again, I'm just here to relay the message. Also, for anyone who is brand new to the game, or if you've been playing for a minute, maybe you didn't or weren't aware of some of these methods in grinding unit souls, right? It's one of the most important integral parts of this game, getting your units maximized and powerhouses so you can see those sweet damage caps while you're attacking anything. I am currently at that tipping point, fighting this end game content, trying to take on Lambda, who for the vets is so, it's just cake to them. It's easy mode, easy stuff, and I'm over here struggling because I can't tank the hits. So I'm getting to the point where maximizing these characters is super important, and you will get there too. Trust me, you want to make sure you're taking advantage of any way to enhance your units that's possible. Boom, guys, that's going to be the video. Is there a method that I forgot to mention? I would like to know, because I can't think of another way. So let me know in the comments if we hit all the marks, or if you have any other tips. I'm always interested to see the feedback from you guys. Y'all are freaking destroying the channel right now. I love you. So freaking happy. Thank you guys. We passed 650. I feel like we just hit 500 the other day, and it's just insane to see the support. So I love all you guys, as I've said before, and y'all know the drill like I always say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.